contraction of a solid state.
When heat is applied to a solid state, it expands, but its mass stays the same.
Next up is melting.
When a lot of heat is applied to a solid state, it turns into liquid.
Marshmallow!
Ready? Next up, evaporation. This passes from a liquid state to a gaseous state, but its mass stays the same.
Up, expansion of a gaseous state. A gas volume increases because of heatness, but its mass stays the same.
Next up, expansion of a liquid state.
This experiment, we are using glue. Glue expands really fast, so it's hard to see.
Next up, solidification. When a liquid turns into a solid because of coldness. Its mass, however, does not change.
So, anyway, she sent me this picture of BC, and I'm like,
This is what happened to the orange juice after it was in the freezer for 2 hours. We have two examples of contraction of a gaseous state. One where the balloon is in the freezer for a few hours, and two is with the water bottle in the balloon. Contraction of a gaseous state. When gas loses its heaviness, its volume gets smaller because of coldness, but the mass stays the same. This is what happened to the balloon after 2 hours in the freezer. It has gotten way smaller. Contraction of a gaseous state. Loses its heaviness because of coldness. Its volume gets smaller, but the mass stays the same. In cold water, it deflates.
Next up, a contraction of a solid state. When coolness is applied to a solid that is heated, it contracts. It's science!
Contraction of a solid state.
Contraction of a liquid state. What the glue looks like now. It expands, and then when it loses its heat, its volume decreases and the viscosity increases. It's expanding now.
And now really fast, it decreases.
Now it's this hot.
Next up, condensation or liquefaction. When gas turns into liquid because it loses its coldness. And its volume decreases because it gets colder. Oh, it's starting to expand. Like there's becoming bubbles right now.
Yep.
Oh,
This is when heat is applied to a liquid and its volume increases and its viscosity is reduced. Mass stays the same.